Hey everybody, it's Brian here from Our Life in Washington. I thought I'd make another little short video about our snow here. Vice Grip Garage. If you haven't been there, check it out. Guy's pretty cool, lives in Tennessee. So I got the roof pretty much done. Ended up falling, like bam, and then the shovel flew out of my hands and landed down here, so I figured that was God's way of telling me it was time to quit. Let me show you what it looks like here. So here we go. Yeah, here is, so that right there is probably about 5 feet from the ground to the top of this little berm. The houses from the ground up is 12 feet. So dog just decided to take a shit right there. Thanks, Tulip. I cleared a spot for you over there. So everybody came out and shoveled their sidewalks all morning long. These guys over here, they spent hours doing it. And then the snowplow come along and completely destroyed the sidewalk. There's no more sidewalk. I started to shovel it, and my back couldn't take it no more. So I had to come out and dig our car out. Man, I don't know. I hope that's strong enough to hold all that snow. I'm sure it is. If not, we'll find out. So they were kind enough to leave a parking spot for my neighbors here. But as you can see, we're buried. I mean, look at that. You can see that truck right there. Well, why I'm making this video is because in Wenatchee, we get about 4 to 8 inches of rainfall a year. This is not normal. This is far beyond normal. We've probably gotten a total of 5 feet of snow total this year. And most of it, in fact, I'd say 4 feet of it happened in the last 24 hours. Right now, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's ice raining. Yes, ice rain, not sleet. It's where the rain comes down and instantly freezes to everything it touches, which is awesome. It's just so much fun. This thing is badass. I just love this Durango. This thing goes through the snow like there's no tomorrow. I had no problem getting this thing out. Good girl. Never was a Mopar fan until I got this. I got a good deal on this from a guy too. $2,000. That's all I paid. But there's my wife's car. You can even see it. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Thank God I just started it up. Well, when it gets below 32 degrees, it's always a good idea to start your car every other day just to keep the battery cycled and from dying. And it's a good thing. Yeah, it's just, everything is buried. I can't get out of any of these doors back here, which is kind of a fire hazard, I guess. I could go through the wall, no problem. So yeah, this is pretty crazy. Crazy weather happening all over the world, huh? Lots of floods, lots of earthquakes, lots of volcanoes, lots of tornadoes in places that normally don't have them, like parts of China, all over the United States. Seems like, I don't mean to go getting religious on you, but to me it seems like God's saying, hey, you remember me? I remember you. Come back to me. I'm warning you, come back to me. That was a recurring theme in the Bible. You read the Bible, the Old Testament, even the Septuagint, you'll see that there's a pattern. The Jews, the Hebrews, they would need God. They would beg God for love and help, and then God would give them all the blessings they could handle. And as time went by, they got lazy, they got spoiled, and they started worshiping something else. Whether it was music, sex, a different God. and then God would come along and punish them, and then they'd get decimated, and they would go back to being on their knees and thanking God and worshiping God again, and then God would give them blessings and take care of them, and then bam, they get a summer house up in the hills. Suddenly they're all wealthy and they got slaves, and I guess when you're wealthy and you got slaves, you don't really end up on your knees too much needing God, so you forget about him. Well, here comes God, and God would use people that didn't even believe in him. The Babylonians, when they came in and they took every single Jew out of Israel, transplanted them into Babylon, took away their Jewish names because they stopped worshiping him. Well, right now we have a crisis in this country. People are falling away from God so fast. They're worshiping porn, they're worshiping themselves. I mean, people care more about pleasure than they do God. I can't, you know, these people between their phones and the hooking up, probably sounds stupid, but they're losing their souls. And then, you know, you got that hole in your heart. You can't fill it but with one thing. You can't fill it with drugs. I've tried. Can't fill it with alcohol. I've tried. Can't fill it with violence or sex. I've tried. The only thing you can fill it with is God, Christ. So anyway, I'm done preaching. I just want to say that, you know, we have a Lord. We have Jesus Christ, and he loves us, and he died for us so that we could live on. And that means something, because this world, it ain't nothing but a test. And most of the time I'm failing it. So I work on trying to pass it all the time. Anyway, I'll end this video here. I didn't mean to go on a rant. And I love you all, and I hope you all are safe. God bless.